A Journey Through Time, the story of 23 extinct animals in the last 150 years. The history of life on Earth is a tapestry woven with countless species that have come and gone, yet the last 150 years tell a haunting tale of unprecedented losses, driven largely by human hands. These extinctions are not just scientific footnotes, they are stories of beauty, tragedy, and lessons we must heed if we hope to safeguard the diversity of life. The smooth handfish, a silent swimmer lost forever. In the waters around Australia, the smooth handfish once glided through the currents, a creature so unique it seemed almost otherworldly. With fins resembling hands, it appeared to crawl along the ocean floor rather than swim. But in 2020, this fascinating species was declared extinct. It had disappeared so quietly that even the ocean seemed unaware of its loss. The culprit? Destructive fishing practices and habitat degradation. The Bramble Cay melomys, victim of a rising tide. On a tiny island near the Great Barrier Reef, the Bramble Cay melomys made its home. Small and unassuming, this rodent was the very first mammal to fall victim to human-induced climate change. Rising sea levels swallowed its habitat, leaving the species no refuge. Declared extinct in 2015, it marked a grim milestone in our changing climates. The Yangtze River dolphin, a ghost of China's waterways. In the murky waters of the Yangtze River, a pale and graceful dolphin known as the Baiji once swam. Revered in Chinese folklore, it was called the goddess of the Yangtze, but its fate was sealed by relentless industrialization, overfishing, and pollution. Despite an ambitious survey in 2006, no trace of the Baiji was found. The river's goddess had vanished, leaving behind a silence that spoke volumes about humanity's disregard for its fellow inhabitants. The northern white rhinoceros, the final two. On the plains of Kenya, 2 northern white rhinoceroses roam under constant armed guard. Najin and Fatu, both female, are the last of their kind. The last male, Sudan, passed away in 2018, leaving behind a legacy of poaching and habitat destruction. Efforts to resurrect the species through advanced reproductive techniques continue, but for now, the northern white rhino exists only in the shadow of its former glory. The Spix macaw, a little blue survivor. Known as the little blue macaw, the Spix macaw's vibrant feathers once graced the skies of Brazil. However, habitat destruction and illegal trapping decimated their numbers. Declared extinct in the wild, fewer than 80 individuals remain in captivity. Conservationists dream of one day reintroducing these beautiful birds to their native habitats, a testament to resilience and hope amidst despair. The thylacine, a legend that refuses to die. The thylacine, or Tasmanian tiger, was a carnivorous marsupial native to Tasmania. Its striped back and wolf-like appearance made it an icon of Australia's unique wildlife. Overhunted and outcompeted by introduced species like dingoes, the thylacine was officially declared extinct in 1936. Yet sightings continue to be reported, fueling myths and sparking hope that somewhere in the wild, a few may still roam. The passenger pigeon, from billions to none. Imagine a sky darkened by the wings of billions of passenger pigeons. In the early 19th century, they were the most abundant birds in North America, but relentless hunting and habitat destruction turned abundance into absence. By 1914, the last passenger pigeon, named Martha, died in captivity at the Cincinnati Zoo. Her demise was a sobering reminder of the fragility of even the most populous species. The quagga, half zebra, half horse. The quagga, a striking subspecies of the zebra, once roamed South Africa's plains. Its front half bore bold stripes, while its rear resembled a plain brown horse. Hunted to extinction by European settlers, the last known quagga died in 1883. Efforts to resurrect the quagga through selective breeding of zebras have seen some success, but the original species remains lost. The Pyrenean ibex, a brief resurrection. High in the Pyrenees, the Pyrenean ibex once leapt gracefully from rock to rock. Overhunted in the 19th century, it was declared extinct in 2000. Yet, in 2009, scientists brought it back through cloning, albeit briefly. The clone survived only minutes before succumbing to lung defects, highlighting both the promise and limitations of de-extinction science. The golden toad, a bright flame extinguished. In Costa Rica's rainforest, the golden toad shone like a jewel. Its vivid orange skin stood out against the green canopy, a beacon of life in the tropical wilderness. But climate change and a deadly fungal disease wiped out the species. The last golden toad was seen in 1989, its extinction a stark warning of the fragility of amphibian populations. The Zanzibar leopard, a victim of fear. On the Zanzibar archipelago, the Zanzibar leopard prowled its isolated habitat, yet local superstitions linked the leopard to witchcraft, sparking a campaign of extermination. Declared extinct in the 1990s, unverified sightings continue to fuel debate over its fate. Its story underscores the devastating power of fear and misunderstanding. The Pu'uli, Hawaii's lost honey creeper. Discovered only in the 1970s, the Pu'uli was a small bird with a black face and a sweet song. Native to the slopes of Maui's Haleakala volcano, it fell victim to habitat destruction, disease, and invasive species. Despite desperate conservation efforts, the last known individual died in 2004, leaving silence where its melody once rang. The Madeiran large white butterfly, a delicate loss. In the lush valleys of Madeira, the Madeiran large white butterfly fluttered gracefully. Agricultural expansion and pollution decimated its habitat, and it hasn't been seen for decades. While not officially declared extinct, hope for its survival dwindles with each passing year. The Carolina parakeet, America's lost parrot. Bright and social, the Carolina parakeet was the only parrot species native to the eastern United States. Habitat loss and hunting for its colorful feathers led to its decline. The last known bird died in 1918 at the Cincinnati Zoo, marking the end of a vibrant chapter in American wildlife. The West African black rhino, a poached legacy. The majestic West African black rhinoceros once roamed Cameroon's savannas. Poached relentlessly for its horn, it was declared extinct in 2006. Despite efforts to curb illegal wildlife trade, its loss remains a grim testament to humanity's exploitation of nature. The Tecopa pupfish, a desert tragedy. In the hot springs of California's Mojave Desert, the Tecopa pupfish thrived in isolation. But habitat destruction due to development led to its extinction in the 1970s. The Falkland Islands wolf, the friendly predator. Known for its curiosity and lack of fear of humans, the Falkland Islands wolf was hunted to extinction by the late 1800s. Native to the remote Falklands, its demise marked the loss of a unique predator in an already fragile ecosystem. The Javan tiger, a phantom of the jungle. On Indonesia's island of Java, the Javan tiger roamed freely. Agricultural development and deforestation reduced its habitat to tatters. By the 1970s, it was gone. Conservation efforts came too late, leaving the jungle eerily empty. The Round Island burrowing boa, a forgotten snake. On the volcanic soils of Mauritius' Round Island, a unique burrowing boa lived unseen by many. Invasive species like goats destroyed its habitat, and it was last seen in 1975. Its story is a reminder of how human actions can ripple through ecosystems, often with unintended consequences. The Pinta Island tortoise, Lonesome George's legacy. In the Galapagos Islands, Lonesome George became a symbol of extinction, the last of the Pinta Island tortoises. He lived under close care until his death in 2012. His passing marked the end of his subspecies, a poignant reminder of conservation's urgency. The Dutch Alcon blue butterfly, a vanishing jewel. In the meadows of the Netherlands, The Dutch Alcon blue butterfly thrived until agricultural expansion destroyed its habitat. By 1979, it was gone, a delicate thread in nature's tapestry forever severed. Schomburgk's deer, a regal loss. Native to Thailand, Schomburgk's deer was a graceful creature hunted for sport and survival. Declared extinct in the 20th century, its memory survives through a single mounted head in a Paris museum, a haunting artifact of what once was. The dodo, a symbol of loss. Perhaps the most iconic extinct species, the dodo lived in Mauritius until the 1600s. Sailors hunted the flightless bird, and invasive species devoured its eggs. Its story has become a cautionary tale, reminding us of the irreversible consequences of human actions. The stories of these 23 species are more than accounts of loss. They are lessons etched into the annals of history. Each extinction underscores the fragility of life and the profound impact of human activity. As we stand at the crossroads of environmental change, these tales urge us to act decisively to preserve the richness of life that still graces our planet. The question remains, will we learn from the past, or will we allow these stories to repeat themselves in the future?